questions from Google. I am pretty sure this is part 3. Yeah. Yeah, part 3. But I think we know by now over here on this channel, pretty much everywhere else, we like to share things. You know, like the title says, random things. I went to Google, I wrote down 16 random questions that it gave me. You know, I typed in random questions, clicked on a link, and wrote down the most interesting ones. You know, now with these 16, like I said, I like doing these because a lot of the times, you know, they might be questions that you don't really think about too much, you know, and really make you think, honestly. So it's always fun to do. So I have tried to film this a million times pretty much. So let's just go ahead and dive into this, okay? Number 1, comfort food. Now, me personally, okay, I almost wasn't gonna write this down, to be fair, because I am pretty certain I don't really have one. But if I had to choose, maybe pizza, you know, something kind of simple, you know. I mean, really, who doesn't enjoy pizza? Yeah, okay. Looking around, I didn't want to see any hands. Okay. Wouldn't judge you. Well, it's judgment free zone, I said. Never mind. Take it back. Right, maybe a little. But anyway. But yeah, I think if I had a big one, maybe I'd pick that. I mean, that thing really, like, in particular sticks out. So, number 2, dream guest or guest for video. I have got to stop talking with my hands like that. I'm sorry. You never really realize how much you do it until you're filming. But anyway, like I said, dream guest or guest for video. Now here, honestly, we can probably be here all day. You know, there are plenty of people that I would love to have on, you know, if I ever got that lucky and the opportunity, let alone. So just some that come on the top of my head. These guys definitely, you know. Here. Let's fix you a little bit. There you go. But yeah, the NSYNC guys definitely, you know, I've been around since pretty much the beginning. You know, still listen to their music, of course, as an adult today. No regrets. You know, I have fans tell me that, you know, still living in the 90s, but why do I care? Times were a little more better then, in a way, you know. And so, I mean, that would just be a childhood dream, of course. You know, I mean, their music has gotten me through so much. Now, if you don't know, just to give a little recap, you know, I was, you know, being bullied as a kid. Going through the whole diabetes thing, you know, because, wow. Mental health now as an adult, which had started basically not even 10 years ago yet. Wow, hard to believe. Breakups. You know, really just, I'm pretty sure the list goes on. You know, those are just some that come to mind that they helped me with. And I literally cannot thank them enough for that. You know, they're my comfort band at this point. I never knew I had one until I'm like, you know, they are pretty much the go-to. You know, so, I mean, music in general, obviously, but if I had a big and emotional support band, yeah, 1,000,000,000%. Or, this might not be a shocker to anyone either. Like, I'm sure the first one wasn't. But Aaron Gordon. I said that, and then, of course, you know, I got nervous, and I don't know why. That's mostly why I have had to film this so many times. I get to that point. Again, don't know why it happens, but here we are, we're only human. rap saying, I'm convinced, okay, by now that there's nothing he can't do. Okay, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the music, one of the music, the playlist video. But just a simple, doing a simple Q&A, with the people I just mentioned. I don't know why I zoned out for like 2 seconds. And it doesn't even have to be ASMR related, honestly, but if I got that opportunity, those are just some on the list. Make my entire existence, be awesome. Number 2, song that always makes me happy. Now, I don't really personally know if I have an actual, just one song, because again, with the mental health is up here, which is more often than not, I feel like, especially lately for some reason. Obviously, I'll go to my remix list on YouTube Music. There's plenty of these guys on there. Anytime I mention this, anytime their songs come on, I am instantly in a better mood. That's why I said emotional support band definitely fits, of course. Or what I've mentioned before, with, again, going back to the second one with Aaron Gordon, okay? I have tend to find myself smiling while listening to his music, okay? Anytime it comes up. Now, I've asked before if that was weird, but then I feel like that would be a compliment. Music is supposed to put you in a better mood, right? Especially when you really need it. So, no regrets, of course. Number 4, your dream day start to finish. Now, I don't know. I think maybe like depending on, I would say maybe like, I was gonna say depending on the kind of day, but, well, I mean, maybe we can go through that, I don't know. But I mean, basically, wake up, maybe do something that I love doing, like these videos, or my art. I mean, I don't know if I'd count that as a dream day though. Like if you got to hang out with your favorite celebrity or something for a day, now there's a dream day. Okay, start to finish. So, there you go. I don't know. Number 5, rainy or sunny days. Now, again, I've filmed this so many times, and I've said rainy 1,000,000,000%. I mean, granted, those days kind of do make you a little more tired. So, I don't know, maybe it depends. I mean, I don't mind rainy days, gives you a chance to stay inside, relax, maybe film an ASMR video. There you go. But maybe keep that. Number 6, food can eat every day. Now, I don't know about every day, because I'm pretty sure you would get tired of it at some point, but I don't know, maybe we could go back to pizza, or maybe chicken, I don't know, something like that, Chinese. Okay, maybe not like literally every day, that's a little excessive, but, still. 7, snack for late nights. Now, me personally, if I get hungry at night, diabetics gotta eat. Okay, of course. But for me, if I get hungry, I'm either with a bowl of chips or a sandwich and chips. Something simple, obviously, Number 8, favorite ASMR trigger. Now, I have what feels like so many, and I do have videos on that, or a video, but a couple kind of come to mind. has to do with the whole ASMR thing, but I am a night owl. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I hate it. But I mean, I'm just not too fond of mornings. Depending on the time of morning though, I don't know, I can't do it, So definitely night. Number 10, zodiac sign. I am a Libra. 3 more days. Wednesday, holy crap. Number 11, go to cozy outfit. Pretty much literally what I'm wearing right now. Oversized anything. Like, I don't know. I don't remember when that started. But I mean, I found these so much more comfortable. Do I care? Absolutely not. And like I mentioned in the last video, this is mostly what I am wearing. And again, I don't care. I am gonna wear anything that's comfortable to me, of course. So probably an oversized shirt, or once it finally gets colder, which I cannot wait for, sweaters, and probably, some kind of sweatpants, of course. That is definitely my cozy go-tos. Number 12, like to daydream. 1,000,000,000%. I literally do it every day. Okay? Probably all day. I will think random scenarios in my head, and think to myself, man, that would be really awesome if that happened. Like if we go back to number 2, people on here, I have that thought of what it would be like. Try not to say something stupid, of course. Try to keep chill. But I mean, it happens. I literally have been doing that a lot lately. Or daydreaming myself finally in my own home. Again, I don't know what that is lately, but I have been doing it a lot. I mean, definitely, yeah, I really need to move. That's a story for another time. But like I said, maybe that's why. I don't know, but I've been doing that a lot. Imagining myself actually getting to decorate, my own way. Which is also kind of therapeutic, sort of. Number 13, funny or scary movies. Now, I think maybe that would depend. Because I'm all for a funny movie, of course. Definitely enjoy them when you're having a mental health day. Now, even though I am not really too big on scary movies, I will watch one, if that makes sense. I'm not big on them, but there are certain ones that I enjoy. Again, if that makes sense. I hope. Maybe. Sort of. 14, video games. If so, which ones? Yes. Now, again, obviously, old school person, I have been playing a lot of Nintendo lately. I have the small one, the NES Classic, I believe it's called. Yeah. We do have the bigger one, but it glitches, unfortunately, so. But I have been playing a lot of Super Mario World and Donkey Kong. Now, granted, they have a bunch of games on there, but those are the 2 that stick out to me that I always find myself playing. Even though I tell myself, like, especially if I haven't played the other ones, I need to, but always goes back to my childhood, 15, dream I've had recently that stuck. Listen, a lot be making sense, and then just kind of go downhill from there. It happens. I mean, can't really control that. But lately, I have found myself maybe like each week or other week, something like that, have had a dream. Again, this goes pretty much back to number 2 and whatnot, with Aaron Gordon. Now, I write down my dreams. I honestly didn't even know until recently that a dream journal existed. Now, granted, I don't have like an actual one. Not like you have to have a certain one, I'm sure, but I write down mine in a compositional book, kind of like this. But, yeah, all of those stick out to me. Obviously. Number 16, last but not least, one word that describes me. Now, honestly, there's multiple, but maybe one: shy. Now, you probably never would have noticed on here, with all the random things I share. But that's how I was, growing up, like I mentioned in the last video, or other ones that come to mind, diabetic. I think it's kind of obvious, but yeah, no, I've said a lot, so really just 2, but still. But yeah, so there are my 16 random questions from Google that I wrote down anyway. I hope you learned something, I really hope you guys enjoy this. I know it wasn't too much, but we'll be back with another, I guess maybe you can call it a role play for my birthday Wednesday. I have a fun one planned. Please thumbs this up if you enjoyed it. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely follow a girl everywhere else. All the social media links are always linked down below. Help a girl grow. Okay? Now, it's not like a necessity or anything, I'm just saying. You want to see other random things about my life or whatever, go there. And as always, until next time, stay safe out there. And I will see you guys in the next one.